Nigerians, this is your brother and friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. I want to wish those of you that are celebrating Easter, wonderful, wonderful, happy Easter. Well, we know all that has happened in our nation after the election, or let me say post the 2023 election, the presidential election, the one for the House of Rep, the one for the Senate, the governorship, and the different state House of Assembly. And a lot of people are not happy. Instead of seeing celebration, a mood of celebration nationwide, what we see is pain, frustration, and anger. People have been disenfranchised. And then while that is going on, knowing that mandate has obviously been stolen with the way INEC went about doing things, people were still asking INEC to verify the result. Because even up to now, as I'm speaking, not all the results have been uploaded to their IRES. What they had promised to do it real time, they never kept to their word. But they knew what they had planned out. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be forever. And while that is going on, knowing that they stole Peter Obi's mandate, they are still going after him. The man has not called for trouble, he has called for calm. And the obedience have been calm. And other people, other parties, including the PDP, knowing what Atiku has been through, having run as presidential candidate several times, but he's still patient. He went out on a protest. He didn't call for trouble like the way APC was calling before. And so while that is going on, APC is still looking for ways to implicate Peter Obi so that maybe they can find a just reason to arrest him. But they have been trying and finding nothing. A few days back, I listened to the so-called leaked audio conversation between Peter Obi and Bishop David Oyedepo. And as I listened to it, to me it sounded so childish. As a northerner, as somebody from Kaduna State, I have heard worse things from Muslim aspirants gathering imams and telling them not to vote for any Christian because no Christian is fit to govern. But in Peter Obi's conversation or phone call, we don't know whether it is doctored or not doctored, and I'm not going to debate that here. But I am talking on the ground that even if there was such a conversation, what was wrong? Let's say Peter Obi actually said this is a religious war. For me, I would say it's fine. Why? Because Tinubu already declared war. The whole idea of a Muslim ticket in a nation that is already divided because of religion and tribalism, for Tinubu to be insensitive to the feeling of other Nigerians, especially Christians, and he went and got another Muslim, just like El Rufai did in Kaduna State. You can imagine if it was a Christian that got Christian, what would have happened with the Muslim? Would they have agreed? Would they have even voted for such a person? But now, because it's Peter Obi, everybody is up in arms. Oh no, why should Peter Obi say that? Peter Obi is a Christian. Tinubu, didn't he also visit Muslim clerics? Do you know that Atiku went to Sokoto and called for special prayer? Why was it that it's only Peter Obi's conversation that they are pushing forward? Other people have been talking. We've seen many leaked audio messages, but it didn't mean much because it is not Peter Obi. And throughout the campaign, they could never find one thing against Peter Obi, only the one of calling for prayer, and he wasn't calling for war. He just says religious war just because of the division that we have. Muslims have been the ones that have been advocating for jihad. We've had them speak. None of them has been charged of treason. None of them has been charged of religious incitement. But Peter Obi is the one. What did even the bishop say? The bishop was not calling for any trouble. Let's even say it is so. All these things trying to defend. No, it was doctored. It was doctored. I don't care whether it was not doctored or not. What was wrong with the voice? If that was the voice of Oyedepo, what was wrong? So what was he to say? And then Peter Obi, what was Peter Obi talking about? He wasn't calling them to force anybody to do anything. And suddenly people are up in arms. People like FFK that are talking right now. Many of their recordings have come out. The same person has jumped from here to here to here. Today he's defending APC because he's a person that is flippant. He's a person that cannot be trusted. He's a betrayer of the highest order. That's why I don't bother listening to people like Keyamo. Whatever Keyamo is saying, he's waiting to go and get his pay. So what are we talking about? Forget this whole idea of this leaked audio. Tinubu and APC are so threatened. They are looking for something to bring Peter Obi down. They are looking for a way to turn Nigerians against Peter Obi, to label him as a religious fanatic, as somebody that wants to divide Nigeria. We've never seen this sign. Everywhere Peter Obi went during the campaign, he went to imams, he went to emirs, he went to chiefs, he went to Christians, he went to Muslims. He wasn't campaigning on the basis of religion. Forget this whole thing about leaked audio. Let's face what is important. APC are trying to divert our attention from the theft, from the mandate that they stole. And they are seeing now that if this case actually goes to court, the evidence against them is too clear and they know they will lose. So what are they preparing? Maybe a possible rerun. But before the rerun, they want to discredit Peter Obi. They want to discredit his vice, that is Baba Ahmed. And that's why they're using this his interview. Other people have spoken worse things, unconstitutional things on television. Nobody went after them. But Detty, all he was speaking is to defend the constitution that is above the constitution of a party, the constitution of Nigeria. If anybody breaks it, then you are saying you don't believe in the nation. You don't believe in democracy. That's all that Detty was saying. And I'm so happy Detty is not a religious fanatic. Peter Obi is not a religious fanatic. They never went to any pastor and say, vote for me because I'm a Christian, or vote for me as a vice because I'm a Muslim. But they always said, don't vote based on religion, don't vote based on tribe, don't even vote because it's my turn, but vote because I will bring about change in Nigeria. So Nigerians, forget this distraction of APC. They want to get your mind off the real thing that they have done. Stealing your mandate. Take a stand until your mandate is restored. Can you imagine Tinubu as your president? Sworn in as your president. A man that is weak and frail. A person that cannot be trusted. A person that is a drug lord. How did he get his money? Bribing people. Paying people to falsify figures. Is that the kind of person you want to rule Nigeria? With all that we have suffered under APC, you want them to have another 4 or 8 years? Nigerians, let's be wise. Don't tell me, let's just accept there's another chance. Wow. One day with APC is like 1,000,000 years of pain and suffering. Too many people have died. And now, this foolishness that we see happening in the Southwest is still part of the scam to distract people. Why are we against the Igbos? What have they done? And I know not all Yorubas are following in that foolishness. People opening their mouth anyhow, talking against Bishop David Oyedepo. All these years, these people have been praying. It is their prayer that is keeping Nigeria together. And then people have their mouth to open anyhow. If every conversation of Tinubu is revealed, is opened up, would you still want to support Tinubu? With all that has come out concerning Tinubu, some of you have still decided to harden your heart because of what you know you are getting from him. And so no matter what he does, we talk about his health, you say it doesn't matter. We talk about this man cannot be trusted. He went and did Muslim ticket, and then when he noticed that Christians were not happy, what did he do? He went and hired fake bishops. Can you imagine Peter Obi doing that? Will there be peace? Will any Muslim have voted for Peter Obi if he went and hired fake people on the street to dress like imams or Muslim clerics? So what are we talking about? Leave this thing about religion aside. It's a distraction. Let's face true governance. We want to see change in Nigeria. Who has what it takes to bring about the change? You know Peter Obi has it, but you are scared. You don't want him to come because your ways will be exposed. But whether you like it or not, the mandate you stole will be restored. Nobody should mess with Bishop Oyedepo. Nobody should mess with Peter Obi. He is going to be your president, whether you like it or not, using common audio stuff and audio that does not really have any meat in it. There's nothing to really get bothered about. Suddenly they think that that can bring a distraction. But Nigerians are wiser than that. We know your tricks. APC is desperate. They know they will lose this case because of the way Mahmoud Yakubu working together with them. I want to ask you, you Nigerians, do you know that the person that nominated Mahmoud Yakubu to serve as INEC chairman is Tinubu's close person? Do you know that? So he's there to serve the interest of the person that put him there. That is Tinubu. How will a person that's promising the nation a free, fair, and credible election, and he's saying it's going to be the best, suddenly overnight, around 4 a.m., while you are sleeping, he now announced the winner, and they are still uploading the result up till now. How did he get the result? It is time to let the mandate of the people be given to them. And I know the courts will do the right thing. Nigerians are in pain, and they want their mandate to be given back to them. Nigerians refuse to be distracted by this diabolic party called APC, using people like Keyamo, people like FFK, people that cannot be trusted. So don't listen to whatever they say. We stand with Bishop Oyedepo and any other cleric, whether Christian or Muslim, that are standing for truth, not their own religious sentiment. Whether you like it or not, a new Nigeria will be born this year. Thank you for remaining optimistic, remaining positive as we await to see the birth of a new Nigeria when Peter Obi and Baba Ahmed will be sworn in as Commander-in-Chief. Please go ahead and share this broadcast with as many people as you can. Subscribe to my channel if you've not already done so. And also like the broadcast. When you do that, YouTube and Facebook will recommend it to many more viewers. It was great being with you today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Once again, this is your brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. See you next time. Bye-bye.